how do you wholesale with basically no money, right? So the strategy that I recommend for people who have a lot more time than money is actually door knocking, but not just door knocking on any type of list. I would recommend actually door knocking on pre-foreclosure lists. The reason why you want to do this is because these folks are actually motivated. They have some sort of motivation, whether they feel like they're going to get some funds from the sky or whatever it is. What you're able to do is actually go in and help these people out. Now, instead of just going in and just start knocking on doors, I want you to get a little bit more organized when it comes to actually dealing with these pre-foreclosures. So what I would recommend is you go to your county website, and instead of getting a pre-foreclosure list from like a third-party service like a PropStream or whatever, get it from the source that PropStream gets it from, which is from the counties, right? There are some counties that update their records almost every single day. I'm in Harris County in Houston, so that's what they do. There's other counties like in out there near Richmond, Fort Bend, to where it takes quite some time to update their records, but at some point in time, you're actually able to go into the office and take pictures of those documents, right? And from those documents, you're able to go ahead and be first when it comes to creating a list of people you could actually go knock on their door. So what I'll do with this list, I have this huge list of people. I'll organize them. I'll first start weeding people out. All right, my criteria: if the house is over 400,000 when it's fully renovated, I don't want to deal with it. Those houses, they take a little too long to sell, right? Next up, I want to see if it's already on the MLS. If it's on the MLS, I don't want to deal with it. There's going to be too much red tape dealing with agents. It's a hassle. I don't want to deal with it, right? All right, next up, I want to make sure that the mailing address and the property address is the same, because you do not want to go to the home of someone where there's a tenant that's in there. You actually want to go to the home of where the owner of that house is living in. All right, now that you weeded out all those things, now you want to go ahead and list out about 10 or 12 properties. All right, and in some areas, you may be able to do more, but in Houston is huge and wide, right? So that's why I like to keep it to about 10 to 12, because you're not gonna get to 20 because the city is way too big and traffic is way too much, right? So now that you have this list, you would then go on MapQuest, right? On MapQuest, you go to the menu and have a click on Route Planner. You would upload those different properties, and you would organize it to where it's in the most efficient route. Okay, now that it's in the most efficient route, now you'll be able to actually go and start knocking on these doors. Now, some things that I want to talk to you about when it comes to knocking on these doors, right? Your approach is you work for X company, right? Name of your LLC, and the county records show that their home is up for pre-foreclosure, and your job is to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay, now you're not coming in saying, hey, I'm an investor and I want to see if you'll let me buy your house. It's like they're gonna slam the door in your face hard, okay? So I want you to understand that. So your approach, and let's be real, this is what you're doing, right? The records show that your home is gonna go into foreclosure, right? And your job is to make sure it doesn't happen. Why? Because you wanna make sure that they don't get a foreclosure on their record, right? You want to make them an offer to where everybody wins. And how are they going to win? Whether that's them getting some funds when it comes to closing, or whether that's them just not having a foreclosure on their record, they win. By not having a foreclosure on their record, they win. And I want you to have that mindset and understand that whenever you go into these individuals. Now, I personally do not go and inspect their homes the same day. I don't do that. What I do is I schedule an appointment to come back at a later date. The reason why I do this is because I want to make sure I'm doing my research on the properties before I go. Now, you may be asking yourself, hey, Eli, on these 12 properties, why don't I get the comps and do the research ahead of time? Because it's a waste of time, right? There may be situations or days to where you go and on 12 of the properties, nobody was either home or nobody's interested. Now you spend all that time doing all these constant research on those properties. And when I say research, I'm not talking about seeing at approximately how much it will be worth once it's fixed up, and is the mailing address and property address the same. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying really going in and checking each comp that's in the area, checking out the pictures, seeing what the renovation looking like, that type of research. That you only do once you're getting ready to go on an appointment. So once I actually go to these individuals, I'll knock on their doors. If they seem interested in us coming back and looking at the property, then before I go on that appointment, which is at another day, then I'll do that research, right? Because that's time more best served. Now, another question that you will have is, well, what if nobody's there? What do I do? What you do is you actually have a letter that you'll attach to a business card, right? And that letter will say exactly what you said when they were there. Hey, my name is such and such, and I work for such and such. The county records show that your home is going into foreclosure, and our job is to make sure that doesn't happen. Please give us a call at this number so that we can schedule a time to come and discuss your options. That's an amazing, amazing thing. Listen, it took me a while to come up with that exact script when it came to face-to-face and actually having that letter. And when I was door knocking, I kept going in every day, figuring out what could I tweak, what could I tweak, what could I tweak? And it refined down to that, right? And what you'll find is that by going out there, your phone will start ringing. It may not ring that same day, but after you're door knocking for about a week, you'll start getting these random phone calls, and it's people that you've already knocked on their door, right? So what you wanna do when they actually do, and this is a bonus I'm giving you, when they actually do call you, you wanna make sure that you're keeping all your records in your vehicle with you, or you wanna make sure that you have access to these documents and you're dating each one so that you know when you actually spoke with them, right? Or when you actually went to their door. So as they're saying their name, okay, you're going through the list, like, okay, what's the address? Okay, got it, all right, boom. I got it here and it shows that the sell date is on this day. Okay, cool, yes, and now you're going in. You gotta have some type of filing system to be able to follow up with these people, because if you don't, then they'll be like, so you don't know who I am, you don't know the house, you don't know, you're probably just suspect, you know what, forget it, click. You wanna make sure you're prepared for these individuals as you're door knocking. And kind of going back to the title of this video, and the reason for this video is this is a great way for, if you have a lot more time than money, you can get started today. As long as you got some gas money in a car, you can start that process. All right, so if you guys have any questions about door knocking and what it takes to actually door knock pre-foreclosures, go ahead and put those comments down below, and I'll go ahead and answer these questions to the best of my ability. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you learned anything, go ahead and put in the comment section what you learned, and also like this video if you like the information I provided to y'all. And if you have not already, all right, so that's a huge percentage of you all that are watching the videos and you're not subscribing. Listen, if you like the information I'm providing, please subscribe so that you can continue to get more, right? I think the last time I checked, it's like 90% of the people that watch the videos are not subscribing. A lot of people are liking, a lot of people are commenting, a lot of people are coming from other places and sending me DMs and other things like, hey, I saw you on YouTube. It's like, hey, okay, subscribe to it, right? So again, thank y'all so much, and I cannot wait to see y'all on the next video. Y'all take care.